Thank you. All right. Well, it's good to see you again.
Been too long.
Did you all find the place all right? I didn't. Always put my dark glasses on the floor. That's the safest place for it. Hi, Mike. We got rid of that buzz that's out there. Mike? Speak to me? Well, you hear this buzz, don't you? Yeah. It's hard to miss, yeah. It was a bad channel before. I think it was BBC. I'm just going to proceed as if it's not happening, because it is happening. I'm going down to the depot, midnight train's on track. Going down to the depot, midnight train's on track. He just wants it right. That was a rude sound, wasn't it? What a spectacular beginning. Pretend I just started now. Thank you. Thank you very much. Going down to the depot, midnight train's on track. I'm going down to the depot, midnight train's on track. It's bringing back my baby, she ain't never going back. I'm going down to the depot, the midnight train's on the line. I'm going down to the depot, the midnight train's on the line. And when I see my baby, oh, that yellow dress sure looks fine. I'm going down to the depot, midnight train is heading home. Going down to the depot, the midnight train's heading home. When I hear the lonesome whistle, yeah, then I know I'm not alone. And we're going to Savannah, rolling through the Carolines. Yeah, we're going to Savannah, rolling through the Carolines. Yeah, when I'm with my baby, Lord, those are the happy times. Yeah, they often call me Speedo, but my real name is Mr. Earl. Yeah, you can call me Speedo, but my real name is Mr. Earl. Yeah, baby always asks me, who the hell is Mr. Earl? Going down to the depot, midnight train is in the rain. Yeah, I'm going down to the depot, the midnight train is in the rain. Yeah, it's bringing back my baby. Things always be the same. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sorry? Take the top down? Okay. Do you know why that's doing it now when it didn't? Yeah. I admire your candor. Here's a song from Punch the Big Guy. Yeah, there are voices in the mirror, faces at the door that they open on the river you've never seen before, and other choices for the sparrow. And as he only fly high above the rivers, pulling you and I. And he could have been a builder, and he could have been the one to turn his dreams to steel, cathedrals in the sun. Oh, he could have been a builder. And then he bought the gun, and there were forces in that river that keep him on the run. There are strange rivers, yeah, rivers that you cannot see. There are strange rivers, and in all our destiny there are strange rivers, and we are sailors, you and me. Did you ever turn the corner and you wondered why you did? 'Cause you haven't been that way since you were just a kid. But nothing really happened, and then you have to say that you wonder what would happen, that you're gone the other way. There are strange rivers, Yeah, rivers that you cannot see, there are strange rivers, and they know our destiny. There are strange rivers, we are sailors, you and me. And oh, say the river, and oh, feel the river, and oh, be the river. Yeah, there are strange rivers, oh, there are strange rivers. Can everybody hear all right? Yeah. Back there? Okay. Oh boy, that, it's really not much that the guitar there. Did anyone notice what I did with my capo? I keep doing this on this tour, and I find it in the darndest place. In fact, at one gig, a team of surgeons. Isn't this silly? I feel like Stan Laurel. Isn't this silly? It certainly is. Why don't you do something to help me? But I couldn't help it. I don't know what you did with the capo. I just had the capo. This could be my personal best right now. Because how many places could it be? No, I had it prior. Prior to the classes. Oh dear. Do any of you have a capo? Sorry? Yeah, Rob, huh? Is he still around? He better be around. This is silly. Okay, I'll do a song. Where's your rodeo? Thanks, Rob. It's better than mine. All right. Rob's good, isn't he? Did you see that? Oh, yes, he's good. You found mine. The traditional passing of the capos place. Been doing that since Alfred of Capo exchanged the capos with the Duke of Sobriety. And ever since then it has been a custom until the Duke of Capos was curiously killed in a toaster accident. Song from Dream Babies Go Hollywood. Phil Everly sang on this on the album. She's as golden as the jewels of a Hollywood fool, a highway out to the sun. She is somewhere to stand for a rock and roll man, living his life on the run. And she's so free and easy like the wind on the river to me. She's as silver as the flight of a comet in the night, stairway out to the stars. She is somewhere to stand for a rock and roll man, but the cool mist over my scars. And she's so free and easy as the wind on the river to me. Moonlight's alright, radio is all night. Seems like heaven to me. Down by the river, taking all I can give her. And like the wind on the river, she is home to me. Like the wind on the river, she is home to me. She's as golden as the jewels of Hollywood fool, highway out to the sun. And she's somewhere to stand for a rock and roll man who's living his life on the run. And she's so free and easy as the wind on the river to me. Moonlight's alright, radio is all night. Seems like heaven to me. Down by the river, taking all I can give her. Like the wind on the river, she is home to me. Like the wind on the river, she is home to me. And I'm dancing in the arms of the girl for me. Dancing in the arms of the girl for me. It's like the wind in the river, she is home to me. Like the wind on the river, she is home to me. The next is a song I wrote that my good friend Roseanne Cash recorded. Everything okay? See, you feeling all right? It's very close, yes. That is close, isn't it? The song was originally written about, I considered about a relationship out of control, but one of the reasons Roseanne liked the song is it never identified what the song was about. And to our collective foreign policies, this song just keeps getting current all the time. about you, and I'm worried about me. The curves around at night aren't easy to see. Flashing red warnings unseen in the rain. This thing has turned into a runaway train. And long distance phone calls, there's a voice on the line, making miles, yeah, and they soften the time. What are the choices? Who those who remain? The sign of the cross on a runaway train. And the blind boys and gamblers, they invented the blues. They pay up in blood when the marker comes due. To try and get off now, it's about as insane as those who wave lanterns, yeah, on the runaway train. This thing has turned into a runaway train. Our love has turned into, yeah, a runaway train. Yeah, a runaway train. Yeah, a runaway train. Yeah, a runaway train. You guys have to stand, don't you? In this weltering heat. I hate India this time of year. What about the lieutenant who went out to the outback? I guess there's an outback in Africa, or whatever, India. And to review the troops, and he was going to take over, and as the troops were marching by, he said, "Excuse me, sir, but you only have white soldiers in your brigade or something?" He said, "Oh no, sir, we have black privates." He said, "How bizarre." I love it. A lot of you traveled a long way, I know, to get here. Some from America. You didn't do it.
They stopped buzzing.
Mike, I believe it was a landmine. Oh, the delay bit the dust, I'm sorry to say. Let me try something here. The others are working. Let me just bypass the delay, okay? Got rid of the buzz, didn't it? Perfect. Perfect loss. How many of you have the new Havana CD? A couple of you? Nothing.
We sold out.
Sold out? What, here or everywhere? The song was written, I'm sorry?
Upgrade on your way home.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Well, fingers crossed. She's running through the cornfields, New York City, and I'm driving through the cornfields of Illinois. And I wonder how the dream feels in New York City, the same as the dream that I had in Illinois. And she's skating down the back roads of Joplin, Missouri, skating down the avenues of New York City too. And I wonder how the wheels sound in Joplin, Missouri, the same as the sweet singing wheels in New York do. And she shines like a diamond to this runner in the night. I'm a cowboy in the distance, just waiting for the light. And there's a girl who's in love in Joplin, Missouri. There's a girl who's in love in New York Lane's Day, in love with a boy out chasing his dreams, in love with the boy, and she hardly knew his name. And there's a telephone that's ringing in Joplin, Missouri. There's a telephone that's ringing in New York just the same. Telephone that's ringing in Joplin in Manhattan, ringing from the boy who never had a name. And she shined like a diamond to this runner in the night. And I'm a cowboy in the distance, waiting for the light. She's running through the cornfields of New York City, and I'm driving by the cornfields of Missouri, it seems. And I wonder if she knows there's a cowboy in the distance. I wonder if she knows that she's in the cowboy's dreams. And she shines like a diamond to this runner in the night. And I'm a cowboy in a distance, just waiting for the light, just waiting for the light, waiting for the light. This is another song that keeps becoming current again, unfortunately. I've got a good George Bush quote for you. A few weeks. Well, I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? He'd say something, though. I resigned to answer that. He said the French don't have a word for entrepreneur. This is our president, okay? You can't write stuff like that. Oh, it's time to tell the children that it's not about the war, that it's not about the winning, that it's not about the score. Oh, it's time to tell the children that these don't mean a thing, like the rings upon the fingers of the man who would be king. And it's time to tell the children that it's not about the gold, and it's not about the silver, things that are bought and sold. Oh, it's time to tell the children that these don't mean a thing, like the rings upon the fingers of the man who would be king. It's time to tell the children that it's not about the plan to see who is the richest and the baddest in the land. Oh, it's time to tell the children that the birds upon the wing would never give their power to the man who would be king. Don't you realize when you see the clues right before your eyes on the evening news? Don't you realize that the children know what the children see is where the children go? And it's time to tell the children that it is about the heart, that it is about the people. In this world we are apart. It's time to tell the children it's about forgiving those who bend fingers, those who cake the rings, and those who put the fingers, those who put the fingers of the man who would be king. Well, her voice was cracked and broken, but somehow she sang the song, and she clung to every word, but she couldn't hold them long. They'd come crashing on her heart, where she cradled them so long. And she is waiting for her hero from the war. She's waiting for her hero from the war. And she's been waiting days more. And she read to me the letter, turning yellow in the light. Read to me the letter, now engraved upon her sight. And I believe she almost hears a bugle in the night. And she's waiting for her hero from the war, waiting for her hero from the war. And she's been waiting now 90 days or more. Sycamores grow in the long planted woods, out there to break the April wind. Still the dust always blows in our eyes and in our clothes, yeah, and it's in our very souls. A song about me and Jim. The back of my hand started looking like a man's, way back when I was only 10. Still the lonesome in me cries like a little boy sometimes. You can hear it scream when it come on screaming like the wind. Me and Jim getting thin, fare thee well to him, yeah. Fare thee well now, mama gonna take good care of him. Oh, me and Jim getting thin, and fare thee well to him. But there ain't nowhere to run for the oldest living son. Our dad, he was a gentleman when we all worked at the store. The only time that I saw him mad was when he talked about the war. Because we lost a boy at Bella Woods, and guess he just never really understood what the medals from the president were for. Me and Jim were getting thin, and fare thee well, Lynn, fare thee well now, mama gonna take good care of him. Oh, me and Jim getting thin, yeah, and fare thee well, Lynn. But there ain't nowhere to run for the oldest living son. Clarence Malloy stands in his bedroom and stares. He's going away. Clarence Malloy stands at the mirror and shakes. For today's the day, and it had to come sooner or later, that the letter of greetings will say, Clarence, my boy, you were draft age today. Clarence Malloy looks at his shelves and the soldiers made out of clay. And Clarence Malloy, he looks at his mom and they know there is nothing to say. And the girls and the boys on the corner look up from their window to say, Clarence, my boy, you were draft age today. And the boys have all gone to Balboa with some girls that they met on the way. And Alexis stayed home like he told her, Clarence, my boy, you were draft age today. And Clarence Malloy looks out the window and sees what is passing him by. And Clarence Malloy looks at autumn and woe and making you cry. And the dirty small boy on the corner looks up from his baseball to say, Clarence, my boy, you were draft age today. And the boys are all gone to Balboa with some girls that they met on the way. And Alexa stayed on like I told her, and Clarence, my boy, you were draft age today. Clarence, my boy, you were draft age today. We're going to take a break in a couple of minutes. You guys need a break now? All right. It's one of those nights. My capo is attacking me. Huh? There's a song that Roseanne Cash, not Roseanne, Nancy Griffith and I recorded many years ago. You Nancy Griffith fans? Yeah! Me too. She did 3 of my songs on her latest album. That was cool. That was sweet. Sleeping less in L.A., dreaming of days yet to come. I don't care what you say, I know that those days are sure to come. And we are waking and calling and shaking you, and we're falling. And oh, little darling, makes you wonder when those sweet dreams come. And there's a hole in the sky made by my right guard last night. And then there's you and I, assuming that everything's alright. We are nursing and praying and cursing, then saying that oh, it's every day makes you wonder when those sweet dreams will come. And everybody likes to be loved, that's why people buy dogs. Is there someone up above? And I wonder if the captain's keeping logs. The pretender is thinning, surrender is winning, and yes, it is beginning to feel like those sweet dreams come. And the pretender is thinning, surrender, it is winning, and oh, it is beginning to feel like those sweet dreams will come. And oh, little darling, maybe wonder when those sweet dreams come. One more song and then take a break and get the paramedics in here. I suggest you all wash all over with a tiny sponge. I don't know about that. I know, in England that'll go because I was a big Goon Show fan. Only in England, Spike Mulligan beer sellers. Have a gorilla! Good heavens, these gorillas are strong. Have a gorilla! Oh, thanks, I just put one out. There was a guy in California who was a writer for Johnny Carson, and Johnny had him on frequently because he was just so bizarre and hysterical. So it was after New Year's, and Johnny said to Pat McCormick, "What did you do on New Year's Eve?" And Pat said, I don't know if I can get through this. "I don't know, but I woke up next to an albino who had a ham scotch taped to her forehead." I mean, come on, it doesn't get any better. But I've been born in New York City, a New York City girl I know, and working in the concrete, not the sunlight. living in the New York rain and snow. Oh, there's California bloodlines in my heart, California woman in my song. Yet there's California bloodlines in my heart, California heartbeat in my soul. Just to think that I might have never known you if I had lived my life in Tennessee. But I really could have never let that happen, 'cause you in California are in me. Sing it with me now. Yet there's California bloodlines in my heart. That's the way you do it. California woman in my song. Yet there's California bloodlines in my heart, California heartbeat in my soul. That is so beautiful. Have you wondered where you were before you were born? Just rolling around the heavens like a song. And I know it's then I saw the big Sierras, saw California sunrise coming on. Yet there's California bloodlines in my heart, California woman, and the California woman in my song. Yet there's California bloodlines in my heart, and the California heartbeat in my soul. Okay, let's split this up. Let's have the ladies sing now. Those beautiful sylvan tones, the velvety voices of the ladies here. And that's you two, I want you to know. Yet there's California bloodlines in my heart. She's not singing. It's California woman in my song. Yet there's California bloodlines in my heart, and the California heartbeat in my soul. Tastefully done. Okay, men. Time to crank up that testosterone and make it your own. Yeah, there's California bloodlines in my heart, and the California woman in my song. Yeah, if there's California bloodlines in my heart, and the California heartbeat in my soul. Okay, everybody now. California bloodlines in my heart, and the California woman in my song. If there's California bloodlines in my heart, and a California heartbeat in my soul. Thank you. We'll be back in 15 or 20. Okay, feeling better, love? Yeah, there is a train, and it runs by my room, and it wakes me up in the middle of the night at the arc of the rising moon. Says, do you know who you are, and do you know where you're going? Will you survive in a fire when the wind is blowing? There is a train, and it runs by my room, and the train is called reality, and it's coming way too soon. Oh, way too soon for a guy living on the lies, looking for the shortcuts in secret to survive. Liberal forces to guide you, spirits beside you, and rivers to ride you home to the stars, and there were forces to guide you, spirits beside you, rivers to ride you home to the stars. Not a day goes by, I don't think I'm crazy. Not a day goes by when the answers don't seem hazy. Well, sometimes I'm lost in the down and out, and then I'm lost and lazy. But if I were lost in the middle of the night, you know it'd surely save me. It would be saving a guy living on lies, yeah, looking for the shortcut in secret to survive. And there were forces to guide you, spirits beside you, rivers to ride you home to the stars, and forces to guide you, spirits beside you, rivers to ride you home to the stars. Forces to guide you, spirits beside you, and rivers to ride you home to the stars, and forces to guide you, spirits beside you, and rivers to ride you home to the stars. Believing in the stars, going home, never dying in the stars. Get your ticket to 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 the stars. What was that? Cannons in the rain. Oh. I thought you said islands in the wine. Oh my God, did I write that? It's not bad. Yes, but I will write that. Well, how could you go, Virginia, and lay that drifters came, or he sold to you the thunder? It was cannons in the rain, and all his holy wars. Nothing is the same. It was cannons in the rain, cannons in the rain. And your Don Quixote's windmills, they were giants in his eyes. And to see things as they really are, it could only make you wise. And all his holy wars, they were sidetracks just the same. Still you believe the thunder was cannons in the rain, was cannons in the rain. And all his holy roads, they were sidetracks just the same. Still you believe the thunder, oh, it was cannons in the rain, oh, cannons in the rain.
Hello, Trey.
Well, Catman dances, Jakarta run, taking chances, well I take none, and you know they fly in the China sky, where I heard tell. Oh no, it was falling off. Well, they just don't do that. Little bugger. Oh, you see, I'm gonna give you to one of the new Christine minstrels if you like. You can just play that Green Rocky Road song you started. I'm gonna start again, okay? Because I like this. Catman dances, Jakarta run, taking chances, well I take none. Oh, you know they fly the China sky, where I heard angels cry. And the midnight flash, smoking gold, and the midnight riders drinking cold, and you know they fly in the China sky, where I heard tell, where I heard tell, where I heard tell, even angels cry. Midnight riders, catman dancers, they all fly just to have the answers here, and you know they fly in the China sky, where I heard tell, where I heard tell, where I heard tell, even angels cry. Not a clue. As if I speak a foreign language. I can't hold it on the rope. And you're sitting right beside me, and I'm broke out of my mind, merely from the fact that you are here. And I have not been known as the saint of San Joaquin, and I just assume right now pull on over to the side of the road and show you what I mean. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Yeah, true like a woman, more than anyone I've ever known. And I can't help my eyes on the white line out before me when your hand is on my collar and you're talking in my ear. And I have been around with a gypsy girl named Shannon, daughter of the devil. Well, it is strange I should mention that to you. I haven't thought of her in years. La da 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 da. Oh, Julie, more than anyone I've ever known. I can't hold it on the road when you're sitting right beside me and I'm drunk out of my mind, merely from the fact that you are here. And I have not been known as the saint of San Joaquin, and I just assume right now, pull on over to the side of the road and show you what I mean. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. Oh, July, more than anyone I've ever known. Yeah, July, more than anyone I've ever known. More than anyone that I've ever known. July, you're a woman. La da da da.
Daydream Believer.
We're gonna get to that. I have a weak ending. Sorry. She was never a summer child. No, never at all. She liked the cool of the spring and the damp of the fall. For the heat of the summer made her bitchy and mean, and she watched for the hired man, quiet and lean. She was never a summer child. No, never at all. It was the time of the creatures that slithered and crawled. She'd stand in her window with her back to the light, 'cause she knew I was watching like a moth in the night. Would you go down easy? Won't you go down slow? Won't you go down easy? Go down slow. For there's a lot of summer left to go. She was never a summer child. At least that's what she said. She said the voices were crazy. They talked in her head. And she tapped on my door and asked to come in. And she moved through the grass like a witch in the wind. won't you go down easy? Won't you go down slow? Oh, go down easy, for there's a lot of summer left to go. Yeah, that summer in Macon in the year of 45 was burned on my brain till the day that I died. She was never a summer child, no, never at all. Thank you. Found her out on a canebrake road in a blanket she had rolled. She was old, 5'5", 16 years old. And the rain can sure blow thunder when you steal the devil's skin. Oh, lay me by cool water, she was fire in the wind. Travelers seldom came our way. We lived out across the plain, and I called the girl Susanna, yeah, but I never knew her name. And the rain can sure blow thunder when you steal the devil's kin. Or lay me by cool waters, yeah, for there's fire in the wind. And her dress was long, too small for her, and tight as a midnight light. But she'd lay her head right upon my chest and hold me through the night. And the rain can sure blow thunder when you steal the devil's kin. So she led me by cool water, yeah, she was fire in the wind. Oh, led me by cool water, yeah, she was fire in the wind. My very life today. If I don't get some shelter, Oh, I'm gonna fade away. Whoa, children, yeah. It's just a shadow away. It's just a shadow away. Whoa, children, yeah. It's just a shadow away. It's just a shadow away. And the fire is raging my very street today. Glows a red cold carpet. Red ball has lost his way. I said, whoa, children, yeah. It's just a shadow away. It's just a shadow away. Whoa, children, yeah. It's just a shadow away. It's just a shadow away. Love, sisters, yeah. It's just a kiss away. It's just a kiss away. Love, sisters, yeah. It's just a kiss away. It's just a kiss away. Oh, children, yeah. It's just a shadow away. It's just a shadow away. Oh, children, yeah. It's just a shadow away. It's just a shadow away. Thank you, Dan. I love those guys. Mick Jagger and Keith Richards write the greatest songs. Lyrics, how Mick Jagger turns the lyrics into a drum, you know. Bitchin'. Jumping jack flash, he's a gas scared. Deep, big curfew. Of course, we outnumber them. Okay. It's gone by so fast.
Give us Bellinas.
You know, it's very hard to do that alone. I'm going to need you, sir, to come out. That generally quiets them up. Anytime in your life, you've got to find your bliss. You've got to find your bliss. Your bliss is what makes you happy. You know, jobs are hard, but if you do what makes you happy, the money will find you. And when you do your bliss, yeah, let's give that a hand because that's true. That's a big applause that I was looking for. You live longer, you're healthier, and you're happier. You gotta find something that gives you a reason to rise. Have you seen anything like that ever? I have never. Crossing your heart, you have blood on your hands, you have mud on your shoes, and you are making a stand, and you are running the race, and your only prize, you found you a reason to rise. Finding the reason to rise and to carve out a face in the mountain of stone. day after day, one man alone, and it took 20 years just to get to his eyes, but he found him a reason to rise. Oh, find him a reason to rise. And you must realize that you're not telling lies. If it's crazy, but it shines in your eyes. And you must realize they don't a star in the sky. Finding the reason to rise, finding the reason to rise. And here's what you do when you give it your all, and there's nowhere to run, and you're too weak to crawl, with the pain in your heart and tears in your eyes. You just find you a reason to rise. Oh baby, find you the reason to rise. Ooh, it's finding the reason to rise. How many have been coming to my show for several years? A lot of you have. The Little Bloomsbury and the Half Moon at Putney. That business, wasn't it? Mean Fiddler. I played for 3 weeks there one night. The 12 Bar. Oh, that was swinging, wasn't it? Gypsy girls dancing to Mother Country. That's sweet. Oh, the Roundhouse, that was the first one. Yeah, O.D. O'Brien. This great guy who I just met when I went to play the Roundhouse. And these enormous speakers for the sound system. And I started never going back, and I saw O.D. He put his head in one of the speakers. So I just whacked it, you know. And O.D. comes out. Oh, that was brilliant. Is the weather any better any further down the road? Jimmy Wheeler would have been here, but he died. And I gave my only sweater to a girl that I didn't know, 'cause I showed her Jimmy's letter and she cried. Rivers of light down the road in the night. Why don't you wake up Mary so she can see? Rivers of light down the road in the night. Why don't you wake up Mary so she can see? And there's a face behind the blind. Don't you pay it any mind. They don't take the strangers passing by. Someone robbed the dry goods store in 39 before the war, and they don't think it's safe out after 5. Rivers of light down the road in the night. And why don't you wake up Mary so she can see? Rivers of light down the road in the night. Why don't you wake up, Mary, so she can see, so she can see. Rivers of light down the road in the night. And why don't you wake up Mary so she can see? Oh, rivers of light down the road in the night. Why don't you wake up Mary so she can see? So she can see. So she can see. Thanks for coming in. They're going to have our asses if we don't get out of here, but do it next time, huh? Well, you'll come back, you promise? There was a story in the San Francisco Chronicle I forgot to save. It was about a lady, and she lived in the good old days. When a century was born, a century had died. And about these good old days, well, the old lady replied, she said, you know, there were just a lot of people who were doing the best they could. Yeah, she said that the good old days were just a lot of people, and they were doing the best they could. And then the lady said that they did it pretty up and walking good. Whatever happened to those faces in the old photographs? I'm talking about the little boys. Boys, hell, they were men who stood knee-deep in the Johnstown mud during the time of the terrible flood when they listened to the water. That awful noise. And then they just put away the dreams that belonged to little boys. You know the sun is going down for Mr. Bowie as he's singing with his class of 1902. He's singing, oh, mother country, I do love you. And oh, mother country, I do love you. I know a man named E.A. Stewart. He spelled it S-T-U-A-R-T. And he owns some of the finest horses I think I've ever seen. And he had one favorite, oh, and she was a champion. The old campaigner. And he called her Sweetheart on Parade. She was easily the finest horse I think that the good Lord ever made. But old E.A. Stewart, he knew he was going blind. And he said, before I go, I'm going to drive her one more time. People heard about it because they came from miles around just to stand around the ring. And no one said a word. You know, in that whole crowd of people, no one said a thing. And they're opening the gates back there. And then here they come. E.A. Stewart in the wagon right behind. Yeah, I can see him now. He's sitting straight and proud. And he's driving her stone blind. And would you look at her? Oh, she never looked better, never went finer than today. Well, it's E.A. Stewart and the old campaigner, sweetheart on parade, on parade. Around the ring they went, E.A. Stewart, sitting up straight and tall, sweetheart on parade, had a head held high. And the people cheered. I even saw a grown man break right down and cry. And you know, it was just a little while later that old E.A. Stewart died. And all the sun is going down for Mr. Bowie, and he's singing with his class of 1902, and he's singing, oh, mother country, I do love you, and oh, mother country, I do love you. Thank you very much. I don't care what they say, I'm going to do something. Because it's our night, gang. If I could hide beneath the wings of the bluebird as she sings, 6 o'clock alarm would never ring, but it rings, and I rise and roll up the sleep out of my eyes. The shaving razor's old and it stings. And cheer up, sleepy cheek, for oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? And you once thought of me as a white knight on his steed, but now you know how funky I can be. And our good times start and end without $1 to spend. But how much, baby, do we really need? Cheer up, sleepy tea, for oh, believer and a homecoming queen. Yeah, cheer up, sleepy Jean, for all what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen. Cheer up, sleepy Jean, for oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Here we go again, everyone. Cheer up, sleepy Jean, for what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Oh, a homecoming queen. Yeah. Thank you. These are my people. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. You guys, for yourselves. So good. It's just such a rush to hear everybody singing my song, you know. You two did I'm Telling the Story. You two did Daydream Believer 3 years ago in the world tour, and the Edge did it as a solo. My hero's the business. And I heard that when he played in Los Angeles at the Coliseum, they couldn't stop him from singing after he stopped. They just kept singing, you know. Oh, I get shivers just I guess people all over the world know that song. Picture some guy pulling a yak out of the mud. What would you like to hear?
Armstrong! Never going back!
Okay. You make it too easy for me. It's a summer afternoon somewhere in Kansas or Oklahoma, Illinois. Leaves are blowing down the gutter as the mailman comes by. Afternoon, Mrs. Higgins. Hot enough for you? Over on Stone Cutty Road, there's the smell of chicken fry. Henry, getting towards supper time, you know. Henry, there she calls. From her second floor room. It's the end of a back porch afternoon where we'd stand on the bow of our own man of war, Oh, no longer the back porch anymore. So it said, pulling for China, with the pirates of Stone County Road, we were weathered and blown. So we'd sail ever in glory, until hungry and tired with the pirates of Stone County Road, we're turning home. Henry, best be getting on up to bed now, don't you know? Henry, there she calls from her high wicker chair, as I climb to my room up the stairs, and where the wind from the shutter sends the main soul to fall from the shadow of the bedpost on the wall. So it said, pulling for China, with the pirates of Stone County Road, weathered and blown. So we'd say, oh, ever in glory, until hungry and tired the pirates of Stone County Road would turn in for home. Henry, are you up there, Henry? Can you hear me, Henry? There were houses, there were hoses, there were sprinklers on the lawn. There was an ironing board, and Mom would sit amidst their understanding, watch the children going off to school. And the yard went on forever, and the yard went on forever. Henry, thank you very much. That's it. I got the signal. If you want anything signed, I'll be signing them. Thanks for coming in. Love you all.